Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Wakar Rakatah, the honors of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations to the elect, I can mark their personal orders with sincerity. This video is gonna be about some article that I seen about plagues that's going on, because that's prophesied in these last days to happen. You know, before the Lord make his second coming, is for plagues and pestilence to come upon the earth. You know, that's part of one of the evil errors is the Lord that's gonna punish America with. But I'm about to get the articles, then I'm gonna get some scriptures. I'm gonna close it out, Lord willing. This is boingboing.net. You know, the title is Kansas continue to struggle with measles outbreak. It says a measles outbreak in Kansas continues to spread. Health officials warn folks who are potentially contagious to call and find locations where they can safely be treated. It said with two doses the measles, with two doses the measles, mumps, rubella, or MMR vaccine is about 97% effective at preventing measles. But the illness is highly contagious. It could be spread several days before the telltale red rash that follows the other more ambiguous symptoms. That has made it difficult to keep it out of hospitals and doctors' offices during the two breaks that have hit the Kansas City metro area in the last 2 months. In addition to St. Joseph Medical Center, the University of Kansas Hospital, Children's Mercy Hospital, Overland Park, and Oath Health Clinics in LA Chance, and it just goes on to say a lot of bullshit. But as you know, man, now you know in Kansas, it's a lot of pestilence outbreak, man. It's a measles outbreak. Measles is an outbreak that calls for bumps to crawl in your body. Bumps to grow in your mouth, sore throats, and stuff like that. Another article, before I get the scriptures, is in CNN.com. The title is E. coli outbreaks expands, still no source identified. So now it's an E. coli outbreak at the same time as a measles outbreak. You know, right along with the storms that you got, you know, happening all over the earth right now. Tornadoes and you know, floods. But let me read this article. 14 more people have become ill from E. coli linked to romaine lettuce. See, this food already fucked up where we at, man. Israel should eat their bread, defile among the Gentiles. You know, doing the wicked art and authority to earth more. You know, even the food, the trees, everything more is in a fucked up state, at a lower state. But continuing on, said the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said Friday. This brings the total number of illness from this outbreak to 98 people in 22 states, with Mississippi, Tennessee, and Wisconsin as the newest state to report cases. We do expect more reports of illness since there is a 2-week delay between when a person becomes ill and when they are confirmed to be part of an outbreak, said Matthew Wise, Deputy Branch Chief for Outbreak Response at the CDC's Division of Foodborne, Waterborne, and Environmental Diseases. 46 of the ill individuals have been hospitalized, a higher rate than the 30% typically seen in E. coli outbreaks. CDC laboratory testing has confirmed that the strain of Shiga toxin producing E. coli 015:H7 causing this outbreak produces a type of toxin that tends to cause more severe illness, which may explain why there is a high hospitalization rate, the agency said in Outbreak Investigation Update Friday. And that's all I'm gonna get on that. Esau, he don't give a fuck about this, man, about our food, man. He fucking us up, man. You know, and the Lord used him to do that on the left side, because we gotta remember we sit under the curses. But nevertheless, this is a part of prophecy. You know what I mean? For these plagues to come upon the earth. But bear with me. Second Esdras. I'm gonna get Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 11. Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them out with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. We are out of Egypt, Egypt being bondage. You know, the Lord said he gonna bring us out when he make his second coming. He gonna smite Egypt with the plagues before. With Egypt back then, they had boils and stuff all over their face. They was going through a lot of viruses that the Lord smote it with, and the Lord gonna smite this modern day Egypt with the same plagues, but in different various forms, because it's the last time. So it's gonna be the worst ever. You know, you got a lot of fucking faggots here. They gonna catch AIDS. A lot of, you know, lesbians. They gonna get fucked up with a lot of them diseases, man. The Lord about to wreak havoc on this bitch. But I'm gonna get Ezekiel. Bear with me. It's a strong vibration in there so far, man. The Lord about to make his second coming, man. Pretty much all hell about to break loose, I feel. Supposed to be hastening the day, every day. But Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 14. It says, "They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none go to battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof." Yeah, we blowing the trumpet to make all ready right now. Brothers doing these videos, you know, showing you the times, discerning the times, you know, and bringing it out to you. The brothers out in the streets, they watching for the times and discerning the times, and they bringing it out onto you in the streets, you know. And none of y'all going to the battle. Y'all keep putting it on your shoulder. But the Lord about to start increasing these viruses, though. Continuing on, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, the famine and pestilence shall devour him, man. You know? So it's gonna be a lot of famine out here, man. You know, if you in it, hold up, and if you in the city, you gonna die of famine. But if you in the field, the pestilence gonna consume you, man. You know, it's gonna be a lot of that out here, man. You know, a lot of loss of food, a lot of boils, a lot of chicken pox, whatever you name it, Ebola, all that's gonna increase, all that's gonna come back. You know, this is part of the prophecy. I'm gonna get Luke chapter 1, verse 10 through 11. Bear with me. This is Luke chapter 1, verse 21. Salakia. Alright. It's late at night. Luke chapter 21, verse 10. Then said he unto him, the nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes should be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs should there be from heaven. You know, so the Lord is going to say there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places, famines, all that's going to be going on. You're going to see fast famines. You already have famines in Venezuela. Also, he mentioned pestilences, you know. Pestilences, man. It's going to be part of them pestilences is the diseases, man, that y'all catching out there. Herpes, whatever it be, man. Diseases from the chemtrails, your brain disease, tumors, or everything, man. You know, a lot of you cut your beard, you go to them big ass things and death, all that's, you know, all that's coming on a higher level. You know, they said fearful sights, maybe. Because there's going to be some fearful sights. And when you see niggas going through that, it's going to be real fearful. You know, nobody want to see nobody going through that, but nevertheless, that's what got to happen. When you see it, you're going to be scared, man. Another scary sight is the apparitions, man. Apparitions is coming on the earth, man. You know, that's going to be another part of seeing scary sights, man. Apparitions, if you don't know what it is, it's a entity on the left hand side that the Most High got. It's like a left hand angel, and it like pretty much your exorcist shit. Yeah, the left side in the spiritual world real. But I'm gonna get Exodus 9:14-15. Bear with me. Exodus chapter 9, chapter 14, verse 15. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart and upon thy servants and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is not like me in all the earth. The Lord said He gonna send all His plagues. Every single last plague he got, man. Which He gonna have more. He can't send it as many as He could, because He is omnipotent, you know. But he's nevertheless he gonna send a lot, and he's his part, and he gonna increase this, man. You know, AIDS, anything with the food, with the air, you know, it's called a pandemic. You know, where hella people get killed, man. They got hella movies on it, man, talking about it, man. 28 days later, where you know, and The Walking Dead, where disease break out and get a mental disease, turn people to zombies and shit like that, type shit like that. World War Z, but yeah. Said, for now I will stretch out my hand that I may smite thee, and thy people will pass, and that thou should be cut off from the earth. And in very deed, for this cause I will raise thee up to show thee my power, that my name may be declared throughout the earth. Yeah, after the Lord shows His power, you know, through His works that He about to do upon you. You know, bear with me. Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 17. This is so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I the Lord have spoken it. No, the Lord is gonna send it will beasts on here, Leviathan, as well as other beasts on the earth, from the zoos and all that. You got a zoo in every state. You gonna let them loose. Said they should bereave thee, meaning eat thee, meaning bite thee. Said pestilence and blood shall pass through thee. Pestilence, man, again, is E. coli that I'm talking about, in this measles. Look it up. Said I will. It said, and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, has spoken. And once the Lord spoke of something, it is gonna happen, man. You know, so you know, I guess you could say we, you know, which we do, meaning repent. We gotta declare ourselves and you know, to the Most High and repent for our evil works and turn back to Him, man, because He's about to increase these plagues, you know, whether it be famine, which that's happening, martial law, the RFID chip, all these things, man. You know, you got an EMP attack. It's called an electric magnetic pulse attack. You know, it's when a nuke is launched into outer space and then it explodes in outer space before, and it covers the whole United States, wherever it exploded off of, you know, and they enact electric magnetic waves from the nuke. It fries that electric grid, you know, and it knocks out the power. And your food, your toilet, you can't flush your toilet because your toilet go off of, you know, electricity. So you motherfucking got your shit, you know, you probably shitting in there, you know, stay in there for a couple of days. That bring diseases. The sewers, and out there in the waters and the lakes, it's a lot. It's a filter that go through there. That's how the fishes kind of stay alive because the earth's so polluted. They can burn by electric. That start working. It's gonna be polluting us out like your lakes and stuff like that, or your ponds and stuff, your swimming pools. You know, all this stuff is gonna send fucking nasty ass, you know, pollution in the air that's gonna pollute the air and get inside your system. You know, part of the place the Lord gonna smite Egypt with, Babylon with, you know, the divided kingdom. You know, because we are at the bottom of that statue, that's in Nebuchadnezzar's dream. You know, but with that, man, you know, that the articles is on CNN.com and boing.com. All right, with that, I'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asim, Yahweh, Ba'asim, Wakar Gadas, Barakadah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the elect. I come out there presenting the word of truth with sincerity. Shalom.